and the magical money box. In a small, peaceful village surrounded by green hills and wide farmlands, there lived a young boy named Kwame. He was always cheerful, loved playing with his friends, very smart in school, just as you little cuties, and enjoyed helping his parents on the farm on weekends. What he so much loved was spending time with his grandmother in the night to listen to bedtime stories. Kwame's grandmother, whom he so much loved, would always want to spend time with Kwame because of his smartness and the smart questions he always asked. Kwame would go to his grandmother's house after school to fetch water for her, warm some water for her bathing, and serve her food which had been prepared by Kwame's mother. One evening, Kwame's mother took him to see his grandmother, who was very old and sick. She lay on the bed, her eyes gentle but tired. "Kwame, my dear grandchild," she said softly, holding out a small wooden box. "This is for you." Kwame took the box carefully. It was beautifully carved with stars, trees, and little animals. He shook it gently and something inside jingled. "Ooh, these are coins, Grandma." His grandma said, "Yes, these are coins, Kwame. This is a money box," Grandma continued. "This box will always remind you that kindness is the greatest treasure," she whispered with a warm smile. Kwame didn't fully understand, but he hugged his grandmother out of excitement. A few days later, Kwame's grandmother passed away, but then she left behind memories of her wisdom and a little money box. One hot afternoon, as Kwame was going to the market to buy some stuff, he saw a boy sitting on a rock by the roadside. The boy's feet were covered in dust and his slippers were torn, barely holding together. Kwame thought to himself, "If only I had another pair of slippers here, I would have given to this little boy." So he thought to himself, "I will bring him a pair of slippers anytime I see him again." At another time, on his way to school, Kwame saw this little boy sitting on the rock again, without any slippers. Kwame looked at his own feet, and then he dipped his hand into his bag, brought out a pair of beautiful slippers. He gave it to the boy. "Here, you can have this," Kwame said. The boy's eyes widened in surprise, then his face broke into a big smile. "Thank you. May your feet always walk on soft grounds," the boy said happily. Kwame smiled and walked home, feeling light and happy. That evening, when Kwame opened his money box to ask some coins, he found out that there were more coins in the money box than the last time he left it. He didn't know how the coins got into the money box, but he held it closely and whispered, "Thank you, Grandma." A few days later, Kwame was walking home from the river when he saw a woman struggling to carry some firewood. She walked slowly, her back bent with effort. Kwame walked to her. Grandma, let me help you carry that, he offered. The old woman smiled gratefully and handed the firewood to Kwame. They were heavy, yet Kwame carried it all the way to her small hut. She thanked him and gave him a warm, sweet piece of roasted yam. 3 days later, when Kwame opened his money box to add more coins, he found out that there were more coins than the last time he added some. "Ooh," he said, "this is magical." Another day, on Kwame's way to the farm with his parents, he heard a tiny chirping sound. He looked around and saw a little bird trapped in a thorny bush. Its wings were caught and it was struggling to get free. "Oh no, poor little thing," Kwame whispered. He carefully reached into the thorns, ignoring the tiny scratches on his fingers, and gently untangled the bird. The bird flapped its wings and chirped happily before flying into the sky. Kwame watched it disappear into the blue sky, feeling peaceful inside. That evening, when he checked his money box, he found even more coins. The box was almost full. That's when he finally understood. Whenever he did something kind, his money box filled up. Kwame's heart swelled with happiness. He decided to use the coins from the money box to help others. He bought food for children who were hungry and gave some to his parents and his little sister Amma. One evening, as the family sat by the fireside, Amma, Kwame's sister, curiously touched the wooden money box. "Is it magic?" she asked. Kwame smiled. "Yes, Amma, but the real magic isn't in the box, it's in kindness." From that day on, Kwame never stopped being kind. And though his money box never ran out of money, his heart was always the richest treasure of all. Hello, little cuties. We have come to the end of our story. I hope that you have learned a lesson today. And I believe that we are going to practice kindness. If we find someone in need, let us reach out a helping hand to them. Irrespective of how little the kindness is, it will go a long way to put smile onto their faces. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy this story. Have a good night, have sweet dreams, and from today onwards, keep on being more kind. Bye.